A new report from the Global Wind Energy Council predicts a solid future for wind. Dubai Electricity and Water Authority has received 30 expressions of interest for a 200-megawatt concentrated solar power plant, and Power Engineering Chief Editor Russell Ray joins me to discuss the emerging CHP market. It's Friday, November 11th, and this is Power Today. Hello and welcome to Power Today for Friday, November 11th. I'm Cassie Haley. We begin today's edition of Power Today with a new report from the Global Wind Energy Council. The report, entitled Global Wind Energy Outlook 2016, forecasts highly promising growth for wind power capacity around the world. The report highlights that the global wind industry underwent a record year through 2015, closing with annual installations of 63 gigawatts and total installed capacity of some 433 gigawatts. Exhibiting a 17% increase over the previous year, wind power was the most popular choice for new generating capacity. Globally, almost $110 billion was invested in new wind power development. On a national level, China leads the wind industry with cumulative wind power installations at the end of 2015 greater than all European Union countries combined. While 28 countries now have wind power capacity greater than 1 gigawatt installed, 8 countries now have more than 10 gigawatts installed. The report provides forecasts for wind capacity in 2050, varying from a conservative 2,870 gigawatts under the International Energy Agency's New Policies scenario to its most ambitious 5,806 gigawatts under the GWEC Advanced scenario. Under that advanced scenario, wind power is projected to provide at least 36% of global electricity demand in 2050. In other power news, we head to the United Arab Emirates, where the Dubai Electricity and Water Authority has received 30 expressions of interest for a 200-megawatt concentrated solar power plant. The plant will mark the fourth stage of the Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Solar Park. DEWA says the park is the largest single-site strategic solar energy project of its kind in the world, based on the independent power producer model. The 13-megawatt first phase became operational in 2013, and the second 200-megawatt phase will be online by 2017. In June, DEWA announced that a Masdar-led consortium has been selected for the 800-megawatt third phase, which is due for completion by 2020. Now it is tendering for the fourth stage. Once complete, the total capacity of the solar park will be 5,000 megawatts by 2030, with a total investment of $13.6 billion. DEWA Chief Executive Saeed Mohammed Al-Tayer said this 200-megawatt CSP plant will be operational by April 2021. The project is another milestone achievement that will put Dubai and the UAE at the forefront in the region in producing renewable and clean energy. You can find more on this story and other power news and information from around the globe at powerengineeringint.com. We're going to take a short break. When Power Today returns, Power Engineering Chief Editor Russell Ray joins me in the studio to discuss the emerging CHP market. Inside the Industry is up next. Stay with us. From December 13th through 15th, thousands will be in Orlando for the largest power industry show in the world, PowerGen International 2016. Hello, I'm Cassie Haley, host of the daily power news and information show, Power Today, and I'm here to tell you about a great way to get your message to the PowerGen audience. At this year's show, I'll be conducting content interviews with a select group of companies and thought leaders who recognize the importance of video in marketing their message. These one-on-one interviews will be featured on Power Today and will then be made available to use in any way you'd like. Power Today airs daily across a broad variety of Penwell sites, including Power Engineering, and has become a known and respected brand within the world of power. We take pride in keeping the power industry informed and telling our viewers about the exciting stories, people, and companies that are moving the industry forward. This is your opportunity to reach the ideal audience and to make sure your message is heard. I've been speaking with Bill Newsom today about Mitsubishi's J-Series gas turbine, the M501J. There is limited time available to schedule your PowerGen interview, so please don't put off locking in what could be your best marketing investment of the year. I'm Cassie Haley. I look forward to speaking with you at PowerGen International. Welcome back. Power Engineering Chief Editor Russell Ray is a respected voice in the world of power generation. He recently joined me to discuss one of the biggest power generation trends, CHP. Here's today's Inside the Industry. Welcome to Inside the Industry. We're here with Russell Ray, and today we'll be talking about one of the biggest emerging markets in the industry, combined heat and power plants, or cogeneration. Could you start by defining for our viewers what CHP is?
Yeah, sure. Most CHP systems capture the waste heat from the production of electricity, and they use that waste heat to offset the fuel that would otherwise be burned to produce electricity. So it's similar to the concept of combined cycle gas turbine technology, but not really. The principles are very much different.
Okay, so why are more and more CHP plants being built?
Well, as you said, it's one of the few emerging markets in the power sector. And as I mentioned, they're very fuel efficient. The emissions are very low. They use very little water, and they're very, very reliable. One of the things that Superstorm Sandy taught us, it really illustrated the benefits of CHP systems. Superstorm Sandy obviously knocked out power to thousands of customers. There were many places on the East Coast that still had power, and those places were equipped with CHP systems, and reliability is becoming increasingly important for utilities and power producers. So that's one aspect of CHP that's very important to customers.
Are these mostly new plants being built, or some older plants being able to be retrofitted with some cogeneration?
A little bit of both. We're seeing a lot of new CHP plants being built. The main driver, of course, is the low price of natural gas. The Obama administration has set a goal of increasing CHP capacity in the U.S. by 50% by 2030, and we're doing that through incentives and existing programs and policies. As you said, we do have a lot of old CHP systems that are being retrofitted with newer technology that reduce the emissions and reduce the water consumption levels as well.
Are you seeing electric utilities expressing interest in getting into the CHP business?
Absolutely. They're giving serious thought to building CHP plants. Utilities are looking at a combination of distributed generation to meet peak power needs for their customers. And it makes a lot of sense for utilities to get into the CHP business. Most of the time, it's the industrial facility, the industrial operation that owns, operates, and builds these CHP systems. But why should they be in the business of power generation? Kimberly-Clark, which manufactures paper products, wide variety of paper products, that's what they do. They shouldn't be in the power generation business. So it makes a lot of sense for utilities to serve their larger industrial customers this way. They're the experts at building, operating, and maintaining them. It's also a good way for utilities to retain their current customer base.
Mm-hmm. So Russell, what do you see as the full potential growth for CHP moving forward?
Well, we have about 82,000 megawatts of CHP capacity today here in the U.S., and according to ICF, we have the achievable potential to add another 18,000 megawatts by 2030. That would bring CHP capacity here in the U.S. up to around 100,000 megawatts, and so that's pretty significant when you consider we have a little less than 1 million megawatts of capacity here in the U.S. If CHP capacity reached 100,000 megawatts, that would be very significant. The technical potential, of course, is much greater. Plenty of potential. It's a great way to adapt to this changing market. Mm-hmm. And if the Clean Power Plan does indeed survive the court, I think we'll see a lot more CHP systems built here in the U.S.
Yeah, so we'll keep our eye on the Clean Power Plan as well as CHP moving forward. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining Inside the Industry. Join us again on Tuesday, where we'll be in the world of distribution with Teresa Hansen. That's going to wrap things up for us on Power Today. You can link to the show directly at powertoday.tv, and you can follow me at the Cassie Haley on Twitter. For everyone at Power Today, have a great weekend. We'll see you back here Monday at noon, 11 Central.